Hey, Dr. Ryan here with Path to Movement Health and Wellness. Another test that we want to look at when it comes to foot control is how all of the toes can actually lift and splay. So what you're just going to do is, while looking down at your foot, is see if you can lift all your toes, spread them out, and then try to scrunch them down into the ground. If this is really difficult to try to separate those toes apart, we're going to look at a couple different mobility drills that you can do to help fix that. Okay, so what we're going to do is work on creating some space between our toes to help us splay that foot apart, create a nice wide base that's going to help us be more stable and balanced in really all activities as well as life. So you can take your fingers and just work them down into the web space of each toe. If you really struggle to get it all the way down there, just take a moment, allow the pressure to subside, because at first this doesn't feel great, but over time you'll be able to get more and more of your fingers down all the way firmly up against the ball of your toes. So once you've worked your hand in there, maybe just accumulate some time and just get used to this if this feels like a big stretch or a lot of tension. Once you've gotten used to that, you can block the middle of your foot and start to work on just that shaking or forward and backwards motion of your toes. You can also add in some circles each way to loosen up these joints that probably just don't get a lot of attention throughout the day, especially if you're wearing shoes that are pretty narrow. So after you've done a good 2 minutes here, we'll start to do some drills to help now actually activate those muscles. So if we just put the foot on the floor, we can do some toe yoga or some isolation of different lifts. So we can focus on just the outer 4 toes, lifting up and down. We can do the big toe by itself. And we can also come back to that splay and scrunching into the ground. If you really struggle to do this, and there's just no lifting at all going on, keep focusing the attention down there. Bring your mind's eye to using these muscles, and you can give a little assistance too, right? So you can grab the toes and start to lift them up as you envision contracting and pulling those muscles to get some motion down there. Stick with it. This one's tough, but it'll really help out in the long run to keep your foot nice and mobile and stable.